LucidAbstract here, and in this video we're gonna look at Necrosmith and ask, is it fun? So what is Necrosmith? Necrosmith is an undead building tower defense in its core. So you're a necromancer, and you got your little pet cat, and together you have to build hordes of undead to escape where you're at now. That's the core some of it. You start out in your little mansion. You got a few things that you can upgrade to get different abilities, like your cat will go out and fetch gold and pick stuff up for you, usually the first thing you want to go with. You can get some spells that do some things. This one upgrade the units you get each round. So when you start out a game, you'll start out with some basic skeleton parts, and you'll use them to build your first unit. You'll have your little necro circle here, and that's where you can put all your different body parts. You pretty much, take a chest piece, drag it into the chest piece, get him a head, an arm, maybe a shield, and some legs. And then we have a whole unit. We can revive it. And then it's inside of our castle, our little tower that we're building and defending here. And we can release it. Then he'll come out. And he'll go off and start adventuring and doing his own thing. This is your tower, so this is what you're going to be defending for it. Your units are going to go out and explore the map and do their own thing. You can control any unit just by clicking on it, and you can take control of it and move it around. It does its automatically attacks, but you can move it where you want to be or give it commands. You can click here, tell it to stand still, or whatever you want it to do. If you let go, it'll go back to just doing its own thing, running around, exploring, picking new stuff up for you. Now, as you start mixing and matching different combinations of body parts, you'll find body parts that match together and will create a recipe. For example, I can take an armored head, an armored sword, armored body, armored shield, and booted legs for a skeleton, revive it, and it unlocks the skeleton soldier. So now I have a recipe, and when I build it through the recipe, you'll get a little bit better stats and it'll cost a little less. And then it has its own tab, and then I could look it up. It'll show me which parts I have. As you guys go out and start searching, you'll find different scrolls that you can use to give yourself more stats by investing minerals into it that your units find. You can go here, you'll see there's tower upgrades, and then it costs so much ore to upgrade per level. So then as you keep going, you'll unlock more recipes. And as you get more recipes, it'll be easier to go in here, see which body parts you have, and you can quickly create the units simply just by creating them there. And then you release them. So as you're starting out, you'll just kind of mix and match parts that you think might go together, and it'll unlock a lot of the recipes. Most of them are kind of common sense. If the parts don't have armor, they usually match, and then the armored sets will match. But there are some recipes that you can mix different body parts from different units and it'll create a new unit. You can also save some that like you make on your own that might not actually be one. You can save it so you can easily create them from there. So this is a tower defense, so this is a little home you gotta protect. And as you can scroll out, you can see the map's pretty big. Your units just kind of go off and do their own thing and explore and capture stuff, bringing you more resources. And every time a day rolls over, you'll get new body parts. So as it goes on, bigger enemies will come, you'll get better units. If your tower dies, you run out of health, it's defeated, it's alright. You go back to the main menu and you'll get all the gold that you got from that run, which was the first run on this one. It's got 152 gold. This is where you can start upgrading the different things. So for example, the first one, I'm going to get the cat. So the cat will go out and collect resources, and it'll pick up gold, it'll pick up the little souls that you need to buy skeletons and stuff. Oh, this is pretty much one of the more important ones. Upgrading it'll just kind of lower the cooldown. You'll be able to use it more frequently. Some of these give like spells. The other important one is your necromancer's table. If you upgrade this, you'll get better parts each day. It'll give you, a higher tier of parts. Eventually you'll max this out, and each day you'll get, kind of top tier parts to build the units. I don't want to give away too much. So as you can see here, I'll bring out the cat and he'll just take off. He'll go running around and he'll pick up all the stuff that the units leave on. Some of the other spells you get, there's a healing spell which can heal your units. There's a teleporter that you can teleport a unit straight to your castle. There's also a gas cloud that kind of protects your tower from incoming units for a little bit. And then you also have like a lightning spell that you can use to take out like a whole party. And so see, once you have recipes unlocked, you can look in here and it'll show you what you can make from the body parts you have. And when you have units, you can just create and release, and there you go. He goes on his own way to go explore and do whatever he needs to do. Makes it a lot easier to create units. You can just create them by a click of a button, create a few at a time, release them, and they'll go off in a group. Now I kind of found this to be a pretty unique twist on the tower defense games. I find it pretty fun that you can mix and match body parts, kind of create whatever unit you have the parts for. I think that's a really fun mechanic. And as your units go out, they'll go out and they'll explore stuff, get you more resources, but they'll also, open it up to more units spawning and coming in towards your tower. So as they explore more and unlock more, you'll have more units to fight. And that's how the gameplay, progresses. Your body parts will gradually get better. You start making better units, and then as you go, you just keep progressing. Now your end goal in the game is to build this rocket and get off the planet and get out of here. So the whole purpose of defending the tower and doing all this is so that you can upgrade your ship and get out of here, right? Now if you look down here at the bottom, it shows all your units. You can click on a particular unit and it'll take you right to them. You can see what they're doing, you can take control of them or whatever you want to do. You can also go straight back to your kingdom if you need to. You can have a maximum of 15 units. After that, you have to kill units to make space for other units. So like as you get upgraded better units, you might want to kill off your little skeletons you made in the beginning to make room for better units. So now as for content length, once you upgrade all your perks in your tower and you beat the last level, replayability is pretty much just doing that last level over again. Like nothing really changes after that. It's kind of RNG which perks you get to level up, Other than that, you know, that's kind of the end of the game. But that's kind of the fun of it. I mean, I kind of wish there was maybe like more different maps or whatever, but you know, it just came out. It's only $3. Like, this game is definitely worth its money. I definitely got way more than $3 of fun out of this. I really enjoyed this game because sometimes I like to relax from shooters and just enjoy a nice little tower defense or strategy game. This game is really fun. Mixing and matching all the different body parts and just creating all these different units, and then you unlock all these, you know, different recipes for different things you can use, and it's actually a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed this game, and I hope to see like DLCs or something in the future. So I mean, if I were to give it a rating, I would definitely give it a boom out of a bang. This is definitely worth your $3. And if you know, can handle the kind of low bit graphics, the game itself mechanically is a lot of fun, and it's really easy to get to understand how it works and how it plays, and pretty much anyone could pick this up and play it and enjoy it. So definitely getting a good rating from me. Check it out. If you want to see more stuff like this or more reviews like this, let me know, and I'll make more. For now, you know, hit a sub if you can. Have a good day, and make some cool zombies. Peace.